Oh my god.
OMG BBG! Welcome back to another unboxing video, guys. Hope you're having a great day. We are back with more Hasbro goods. For you guys that have been around since the beginning of Beyblade X, which launched last summer, you're obviously very familiar with this Bey. This is Dran Sword 360F, or in the Hasbro world, it's called Sword Dran 360F. But if you're new, this is basically the poster child of Beyblade X.
This is like deja vu because we got Dran Sword as our very first Beyblade X Bey, and even though it's older, it's actually very good still.
Yep, you basically can't go without Dran Sword if you're getting into Beyblade X. This is a staple.
And just because we are doing an unboxing of the very first Beyblade X Bey, Dran Sword, let's go back to basics.
So, JAXON'S Bey, the main character's Bey, is a right spin attack type, which is of course iconic for main characters. Most of the main characters have attack types, right? So your main part, your blade, is sword drawn. This is the top of your Bey, the part that makes contact with your opponent. It does have some stats here, but you know, a lot of this stuff you can kind of ignore it. 360 is your ratchet, 3 points, 60 height. We'll explain a little bit more for the newcomers in just a second. F is the bit. This is the part that touches the stadium floor. This is flat, your attack type bit. Now let's open up the Bey, but right before we do that, remember to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss the next video. You can find us on Instagram at Geek Dosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official. All right, let's open it up. Let it rip, which is what I'll do. Huh. Oh.
That's it?
Yeah.
Not a very satisfying rip.
Man, it does suck still, not being able to keep the box, but whatever. Okay, so first things first, take a look at the launcher, guys. This is a starter pack, so you do get a launcher with it, so you can actually use this Beyblade right away. This one here is very tiny. It's an entry style launcher. Definitely look into buying the standalone winder launcher, the full-sized one. It's powerful, it's bigger, it's just a better launcher overall, and a Beyblade X staple.
Or if you have access to Takara Bey's imports from Japan, if you get the starter, you pretty much also get the powerful launcher with the Bey. And nowadays, Hasbro Beys are compatible with Takara Beys.
Now onto the Bey, we have the Dran Sword, or the Sword Drawn Blade. For those of you that don't know, and like I mentioned earlier, this part here is the main part that makes contact with your opponent. It's the top of your Bey, keeps everything together. As you can see, it has a lot of metal on the top there. This sword drawn has a 3-bladed design, very traditional attack type shape. The blades are very large. And even though it's like the first release in Beyblade X, it's still very competitive. We'll weigh this part out in just a second, but know that it is definitely on the higher end, especially if you luck out on the mold that you get. One of our original Japanese drawn swords is actually above average in weight. If you see your opponent using it, don't underestimate it. This Bey is gonna hit hard, even though it's technically, quote, old.
With the Hasbro Beyblade X releases, you also can now scan in the QR code from the back, so go ahead and do that if you want to use this Bey in your Beyblade X game. It's a pretty cool addition if you want to see the Beyblade in the digital world.
Yeah, next up is the 360 ratchet. This part here is the middle section of your Bey. The 3 in 360 means that it has 3 points or 3 blades on the ratchet. It's pretty obvious on this part here. The second number is 60, which determines the height of this ratchet. In this case, it's 6 millimeters. This part does play a little bit into your burst resistance. In a battle, your opponent can attack this part and can twist right off and cause your Bey to burst. 360 here is obviously an older part in the Takara world, but still very solid, and you can definitely use it in your combos. Third part here is the bit. This part here makes contact with your stadium and determines your Bey's movement pattern. In this case, we have flat, which is very fitting for this combination because it is an attack type. It's more of like a hole flat. You guys can see that the main platform is totally flat, but it does have a divot or a hole in the middle there. The surface is pretty wide, so you do get some crazy speed with this bit. Your bit also plays a huge role in the burst resistance. If you take a look at the shaft of the bit, there is a thicker section right in the middle here. The thicker that part is, the more burst resistance you'll get when you put your whole combo together. Here's a side-by-side shot with another bit that doesn't have good burst resistance. You guys can see the difference right away here. And that's pretty much it for Sword Drawn. I know that was a lot of info for all of you veterans, but for the newcomers, hopefully that was a little helpful.
Now that we have another Dran Sword or Sword Drawn, I'm wondering how much this one weighs, because We've been getting a lot of variations with our other Dran swords.
Yes, sir. Now let's weigh the parts. Okay, Hasbro Sword Dran.
Just the blade weighs 34.73 grams.
Okay. So with that, I mean, it's kind of like below average, I guess, compared to some of our other ones. Like, here's a recolor of a Takeratomi.
This one's from Random Booster, 34.75 grams.
Yeah, so about the same as this recolor. But watch this, guys. Watch this. Bro.
Yeah, we already know.
Original Takeratomi one. This is like the first one that we got. We have multiples of these, but this is the first one that we got in Japan during the launch of Beyblade X, kind of like the pre-release.
The big boy, 35.48 grams.
Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty big difference, right? But this is like original mold, first batch that ever came out in Takeratomi, so yeah, a little OP for this one. Some of the other ones that we use in battles, like they're a little bit lighter, but
we definitely got really lucky with this mold because the other bays that we have, the variation in the weight is definitely not that much.
Okay, and full combo right here.
Whole thing weighs 43.2 grams.
Yep, pretty solid overall weight, not too bad. And for all you newcomers, this is how you put your bay together really quickly. Just take your blade, you put in the ratchet, right? This white part right here, this plastic, you line it up with this hollow part in your blade. Then you twist to lock it in. Take your bit, shove it in. That's it. Bays together.
Season 1, it's pretty simple.
Yes, sir, just like that.
3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay, Rhino Horn, let's go.
Oh.
Okay, defense type are kind of weak these days, but let's go.
Oh no. Come on, Hasbro.
Type advantage.
Lost to like the worst defense type, one of the worst ones.
3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay, almost.
Almost had you.
Yeah, legit.
Hasbro versus Hasbro.
Oh, that hit.
Look at that attack. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go shoot! What the? That was too quick. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Holy.
Oh my god.
That's the type of power you see from Dran Sword.
Yeah, goodbye to Phoenix Wing. Oh my god, guys. Yo, Hasbro cooking with Sword Dran.
It's an oldie, but a goodie. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! L scythe. Okay, balance type, got this. Look at me.
Oh god. Oh, Sword Dran wrecked.
So much stamina left.
3, 2, 1, go shoot!
Night Lance, defense type. Okay, this is like... I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, nice, come on.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, scrape to death.
Yeah, that wobble.
Let's go.
Goodbye. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh my god. You just stopped, Cobalt Drake.
Yeah, bro, oh my god. Sword Dran just pulling off some crazy W's in this test battle. Just to show that Hasbro is doing really good with these releases.
And remember guys, this is the same standard as the original Japanese releases.
That is it for our unboxing on Sword Dran 360F, JAXON'S main bay, or I guess JAXON'S first bay that you get introduced to in the series.
This is definitely that signature Beyblade X bay that launched the whole season. It's worth picking up if you see this one in store, especially if you're just getting started.
Yeah, it's like not the craziest obviously, right? It's not like super top tier or anything like that, but is up there though, right? Especially if you get one of the heavier molds. I'm sure we've said that a billion times, but this is a pretty solid choice. You guys won't be disappointed with getting a Sword Dran, okay? And being that it's like a starter pack, it's easy to obtain. But yeah, that's everything about JAXON'S Sword Dran 360F. Let us know what you guys think about this bay, okay? Like this video, subscribe, and as always, geeks out.